weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Falcons at 0-8 now on the year. And they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea?
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now the first carry for Bush. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And some space here. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 21-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He'll drop to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here at the 22-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
19 Tigers!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
We're scoreless after 1. They'll go again with Bush. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the counter, it's Bush. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Right back to Pitts again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Hands it off out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come 19, trap 50, trap 60.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 18 Pioneers. Seventy Rangers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Bush trying the middle. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. A lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but it was so close they were not going to do it for a touchdown.
Any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
On the go.
Off the RPO, he completes it. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough. Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2nd and 1. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That catch, by the way, number 1099 for his career, one away from 1,100.
Sounds like an IRS catch, doesn't it?
I was thinking the same thing, 1099. I'm just thinking I should be doing my taxes.
Exactly, got to turn it in. He's accumulating those kind of numbers, isn't he?
Going deep for Hopkins, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They run up the middle with Bush. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it. Now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off to Bush. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that with no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come,
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. It's a big play. 44 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. This is caught. Touchdown Falcons. From 19 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. This is Bush. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a second down and 6. Back to throw here. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 73 yards. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game. They
have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run, found his spot, and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. That will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll drop the throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
On the run, it's Bush. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17. 152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all game long.
There's one of the downsides of blitzing during a run down because sometimes you get out of your games. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Probably had a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. To throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second down at 7. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either. So we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick. Everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Oh, and that a very short gain. They do get a first, but short pickups, not what they're looking for. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
the 70 Rangers. Raptor East, Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rebel, 18 Rebel. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Ready.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done.